everyone, we are going to create a weaving optical illusion today, and the way we are going to create that weaving is in Google Drawings, and this is how you will save or title your project with your full name, Weaving Op Art Illusion. Okay, after you've done that, we're going to start by adding a background. I'll click on my shape, click on the rectangle. And then I'm going to make my rectangle fill up the whole page by clicking and dragging to fill up that whole page. I do want to just remind you, this is a video, so we all know I talk fast, but you can stop, rewind, and look at this as many times as you need to. I've got my drawing on here. The first thing I'm going to do is take away the border color, make it transparent. Now I'm going to click on the fill color, and I'm going to create a custom color. So I will click on the add custom color. No, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to gradient and add a custom color. And when I do that, I'm going to do a couple things first. Gradient stops. I'm going to click add 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You see these circles pulled open. I've got one in the center. I'm going to click and drag to put the other one in the center of the end stop and the center gradient stop. And this one is already in the center of the other end stop. So I'm going to click, I'm going to make the angle 45. You see it turned it diagonal. And now this is one of the extra fun spots. I'm going to change the colors. Your background can be any colors you want, but I do want a multicolored background. And the way we're going to get that is by clicking on first one end stop. I will click and I'll change it into, let's do, I don't know, let's do some neon colors. And every one I click on, I'm able to select some, whatever color I'd like. I'm going to do some bright, bold colors here. And then for my last one, I'm going to go ahead and pick that blue again. Okay, so I've already got my angle set at 45. I've got the colors I like. I'm going to click OK. And here is the background I have now created. The next step, you're going to go back up to your shapes and you're going to draw a rectangle. We're not measuring them out, but you want it to be about this size. All right. I've got this rectangle drawn. First thing I'll do is take away the border color and make it transparent. Now I'm going to go back into my fill color. I'll select gradient and I'm going to click add a custom color. The first thing I'll do is go to the end stops and turn them black. So right now my whole box would be black, but I'm going to add 3 gradient stops and again move them so they're kind of centered throughout. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all 3 of these gradient stops transparent. And when I make those transparent, it's going to let me add my weaving design now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is, click OK. And now I've got the beginning of my weaving. I'm going to copy this and paste it. And my next shape as I move this, I'm going to use the circle to turn this. And the angle, you see that number right there, needs to be 270. And now I'm going to put this centered up against my other piece. So now I've got a horizontal and a vertical piece. I'm going to select both of those pieces. And I'm going to arrange and group. Then I'm going to move them up to the very top corner. And I'm going to, now that they're arranged and grouped, I'm going to copy them and paste them. And I'm just going to repeat this pattern. I'm using those red guidelines all the way across the top. And if my pattern hangs off my page a little, that's okay. So that's the top row. Now I'm going to select the whole row, and I'm holding down Shift as I click on those shapes. And I'm going to copy that row, paste it. Now, to get the next step of my weaving, I'm going to move my row down and shift it so that it is centered. So it is up against that first row. So there's no like spaces, but I don't want it overlapping, and I also want it centered. So we see that red. Okay. That looks almost good, but there's a little bit of a line that's bothering me. So I think I must have ungrouped them somehow. So let me arrange and group them again. And I'm going to move it up just a little. Okay, that's much better. So now that I've got these two, I'm going to select all of them. But I need to make sure they're all selected. So I'm holding down Shift and clicking on them. Because if I don't have them all selected, this won't work. So I've selected every piece of those two rows. I'm going to copy them and I'm going to paste them. I'm going to move them down and shift them. And you can start to see I'm starting to create that woven pattern. It's very important that it's balanced, because if it's not balanced, it's not going to make sense. All right, so now I've started this pattern. And now let's see if I can select all of those. I don't want the background selected, so I'm going to click right on the background, holding down Control and click away the background, because when I click on it, it deselects it. And I'm going to copy all those rows, paste them. That looks pretty cool all on its own, but I'm going to move them down. And again, it's okay if they hang off the page a little. I've got all of my spaces correct now, except right up here. So I actually just need that one rectangle. Oh, I don't want that. Don't want all that. So I'll select this and I'll go up to Arrange, Ungroup. And just select this one and I'll ungroup those because I only want that one little shape. So I'm going to copy that, paste it, and then I'm going to move that up. Everybody see what I'm doing here? It's that one little extra spot up there, and it was throwing me. So now I have to complete that row to complete my weaving. And I'm just pasting what I've already copied. And those lines, the measuring lines that Google pulls open, are helping me make sure everything's centered. Okay, so now I've got my weaving almost done, but there's the bulk of my design. And to finish it out, all I need to do is draw a box that fills in one of those spaces. I'm going to make that box black with a black border color, but I need to make sure it's centered in there. Okay, and now I'm going to select it, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it. And now the last bit of this project is going in and filling all those little spots. And I actually think I made that first one a little bit too small. So I'm going to make these a little bigger, and then I'm going to copy and paste the larger one. Just a little bit. It's okay if it overlaps a tiny bit, but we don't want our design ruined, right? There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to just copy that. I'm going to paste it. It's easier for me to paste a whole bunch, and then I can just start moving them where I need them. All right, so I'm going to move those and fill this up to complete my optical illusion. When these are done, my optical illusion is going to be done. So I'm going to fast forward this last little bit, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so now that I've done copied and pasted, essentially a background is what it looks like, I'm going to click File and Download. You do not have to do this part, but I just want you to see, since I've got objects hanging off the edges of the page, I just want you to see what it comes out as when I select this. So there are a couple parts that maybe I might want to fix. Right here is what I notice. So I'll go in and fix those on my example. But this is how you create your digital weaving. Have fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's weavings.